Hello guys, welcome to Nisha's World, and today on Nisha's World I will be cooking 4-cheese lasagna. I will be showing you step by step what I use and how I cook my 4-cheese lasagna. Okay, so the first thing you would need to do is you would need to preheat your oven to about 350, 375. And I'm going to show you the ingredients that I'm going to be using today, okay? I am using 16-ounce mild cheddar. I am using a mixture of mozzarella and provolone cheese, and it is 16 ounces as well. You can get something smaller if you like. I have butter or margarine. I have cottage cheese. This cottage cheese is a half a pound. Let's see. Alright, I have lasagna noodles, pack of lasagna noodles. Okay, and they have some lasagna noodles that's you could just bake, but these we're going to boil. I have onion powder. I have garlic salt and black pepper, parsley flakes. I have about 1/4 of sugar, and I'm going to use Prego traditional sauce for my meat sauce. Okay, I purchased a lasagna pan, which you would probably need to wash out, before you get started. Okay, now we're about to actually get to cooking. Alright. Okay guys, so I take out my pasta, my noodles, and I take about 10 of these and I break them in half and I put them in a pot of boiling water, and I make sure that the water is covering the noodles. Alright, next I'm going to get ready to cook my hamburger meat. You can use about a pound and a half of hamburger meat if you would like. Okay, then next I'm going to put my seasonings onto my hamburger meat. Okay, so I sprinkled some garlic salt on top of the hamburger meat, and I sprinkled some onion powder. Now you can use as much of the onion powder as you would like because onion powder is not salty, but you may want to watch how much garlic salt that you sprinkle on because it's salt. So, and I will not add any additional salt because I'm using the garlic salt. Okay, and black pepper. I sprinkle black pepper as well. So I'm going to let the hamburger meat cook and the noodles cook. Okay, so you bring your noodles to a boil. You want them to get to be about. Okay, so we want our noodles to be tender, but we don't want them to be too tender because we're going to cook them a little bit more in the oven. Okay, so waiting on the hamburger meat to finish cooking, and the noodles are ready, so I put them to the side. Let's see. So, yes, they're tender, but not too tender. It's like not too soft. Okay, so we're going to cook our meat and then we're going to add our meat sauce, okay? Okay guys, so when your noodles finish cooking, what you want to do is drain the hot water off of the noodles and pour cold water onto them so that they can cool down. Okay, and while you're waiting on your hamburger meat to finish cooking, what you can do is you can prep your pan. I use butter at the base of my lasagna pan. I take it and spread it all over my lasagna pan so that when I put the noodles in, it will not stick. See? Okay guys, so you should cook your hamburger meat until it's no longer pink, until it's real nice and brown. Okay? So once your hamburger meat turns real nice and brown, you'll want to drain it. Let's see, turn your heat down to low and drain your hamburger meat. can leave a little oil in the pan, just a little. All right. So I'm going to use my Prego traditional meat sauce. Okay, and you just want to put enough to cover the meat. It all depends on how saucy you want. Okay. Okay, so this is what our sauce looks like, and then we're going to take our noodles and our sauce and we're going to mix it in with our other ingredients. Okay, so you're going to want to drain the water off of your noodles. Okay, and then you're going to want to take 6 pieces of noodles and put them into the pan. Okay, so I've already put 4 pieces. Now I'm going to put the other 2 pieces in. Okay, now I'm going to add my sauce. So you just want to cover the noodles with the sauce. You could put as much meat sauce on the noodles as you would like. And we're going to do 3 layers of noodles and cheese. Let's see. Okay. Alright guys, so once you get your noodles covered with the meat sauce, then you're going to want to add your cottage cheese. Now, if you don't like cottage cheese, you can use ricotta, but I like cottage cheese, okay? So, I'm going to put, let's see, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do 9 dollops of cottage cheese. Okay, spread the cottage cheese. Then next I'm going to use the mozzarella and provolone. And first you want to spread the cheese around the edges first. Cover the edges first. Once you get the mozzarella and provolone cheese covering up the cottage cheese, then you want to add your mild cheddar. You can use sharp cheddar if you like, but I'm going to use mild cheddar. Remember to go along the edges. And you can use however much cheese you like. You can go light if you would like, or you can be as heavy as you like. Okay? Now we're going to start on our second layer of lasagna noodles. Remember, you're going to use 6 pieces. And you want to kind of connect them together. Alright, so I've already covered my lasagna, my second layer of lasagna noodles with meat sauce. Now I'm going to add the 9 dollops of cottage cheese. Again. Smooth it out. Add your mozzarella and provolone. Remember to stay along the edges and then fill in. I have covered my second layer with mild cheddar. Okay, and then we're going to repeat the same steps that we took for layering 1 and 2, and we're going to do the same thing for the third layer. Now if you want to, you can only do 2 layers of lasagna, but I'm going to do 3. Traditionally people do 3. Okay, so let me repeat that last step and then I'll get back with you. Alright, you guys, so I'm done with my last layer of lasagna. Alright, take a look. Okay, so this is what it should look like. Alright, so now we're going to put it in the oven. We're going to put it in the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes. And you'll want to make sure that it's very nice and brown on the top, okay? So, see you in 45 minutes. Here is the final result of our lasagna. Alright, so you want to cook it till it's nice and brown. And I forgot to let you guys know, but I sprinkled a little parsley flakes on top just for appearance. Now you'll want to wait until about 10 or 15 minutes when you take your lasagna out the oven before you serve it, because it'll be too hot and the liquids will be just running. So you want to let it sit so it can stiffen it up. So I've waited about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and cut it open and see how it looks. Alright, you guys, so after you cut it and put it on a plate, this is what it should look like. Alright, you guys, so I really appreciate you watching me today. If you appreciated what you've seen and you like it, then I want you to go down to the bottom of the page, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching Nisha's World.